Hello everybody, do another video real quick back to back. I want people to absorb the other video, but it's always the same comments and I get a lot of messenger focusing on all these damaging aspects our politicians are doing in Canada. People are waking up to the idea it's not just Justin Trudeau. In fact, it's Aaron O'Toole, it's Jagmeet Singh. All the federal parties will follow suit. They will take from you more and more. And we're seeing that. Justin Trudeau, Bill C-10, everybody's worried about. Yes, it's devastating, but not really too, because what's beautiful is those big tech companies that everybody's worried about, a lot of them are learning too. That's truth. And a lot of these other countries are learning too. UK is learning too. And I've had the great privilege to get inside the top minds of all these countries and many, many more. These truths I give to you is me walking a mile in those shoes. An average guy, I'm fortunate I can read. I read a lot and I can reach out, and you know what? I'm in there. I'm lucky. I'm in there. And it's incredible. Is Canada in a lot of trouble right now? Sure. And our politicians are going the other way. Instead of being honest, open to all of you, saying, hey, look, okay, they're right, the people are right, we got to do something great here, we got to move forward. Justin Trudeau could do it, Aaron O'Toole could do it, Jagmeet Singh could do it. It goes on and on through every federal party, but none of them want to do it. They all want that absolute autocratic crown corruption for themselves. The awesome thing here, Canadians, across all aisles and in every province and territory, regardless of your premiers, your territorial premiers, and the prime minister-elect, they're going to keep taking more because they want to silence the voices. It's too damn late. It's too late. Even if they silence me tomorrow, which they can't, Facebook will never, ever shut me down. And Canada, even Trudeau, has no authority to do that. He would literally have to show the world that he's canceling the internet. He would have to pull a rogue regime step against all our allies, against full democracy. And you know what? Joe Biden won't even tolerate that. As much as people hate what Joe Biden stands for, what he says, the reality is President Joe Biden, which maybe I should have tagged him in this too, but the reality is Joe, like every president in the United States, in that strong constitutional we the people country, they lie. Yeah, they give the same thing Canadians are. Oh, we're going to give you everything, we're going to do everything. But they get there and there's checks and balances, there's rules of governance, how to govern. There's a whole 50 states with all kinds of constitutions, their own militaries, you guys. Just like Russia, they have their own military. I wanted to make a video post here from Moscow Times, major news in Moscow, where children are marching in the streets celebrating World War II, all holding fully automatics, right? A whole bunch of girls in an all-girls school marching, singing, celebrating World War II. Russia, the constitution of that particular state, which is a region, they call them regions in Russia, 85 of them, regional constitutions giving the power of the people to have their militaries to stand up in case federally the system tries to take from those regions. This is the 50 states too. It's why presidents like Joe Biden, Trump end up in trouble when they go too far rogue and they go against the division of powers. What they find is in the back room, all these governors have tremendous power too. And the people, we the people in the United States, also have their division of powers cemented. The Second Amendment alone is very, very powerful in the U.S. There's a version of that in the regions of Russia too. It's why you see all of a sudden, where do all these military coup forces come from? Well, they come from the constitution of the regions. Or in the United States, they would come from the 50 states themselves. And you'll find, you look into it, it is real, it's absolute, literally hundreds and hundreds of pages of constitutional rules and how to govern in each state in the United States. The people are not weak in the United States of America. They're not weak in Russia either. They have a strong soul of a nation. Russia and USA are very, very powerful. Now, they fight each other all the time. That gives great political clout for all presidents on both sides. Putin, you know, he gets great publicity for that with the Russian people. I've seen this real on Twitter. I ran a poll on Twitter, and I could see exactly what Russia and USA are, the soul of those nations. They care very much for their countries, and they won't let anybody take that away. They care much about how the world operates. They do. They have differences, but they're very much more alike than they are different. Canada is the odd duck out. Sorry to say, everybody, we're the rogue country in the UN. We're the leaders of the NWO. That's a fact. Because of your politicians, your absolute autocratic, corrupted politicians. Every aisle, every party, it breeds that. This system we have produces that. Every party, when they ascend in status, when they run in majority, they find out it's an absolute autocracy. The rules governing the party are colonial, crown-powered rules that absolutely remove all form of we the people and give the power to the hands of the few. That is problematic. There is no we the people. There's no supremacy of God or giving you the people the power. There is none. Politicians are your God in Canada. They're above you. You aren't even in the Constitution. Same with the First Peoples. You're in a charter that is held by the politicians to do with as they see fit. Provincially, again, I'm going to say it, all premiers of every province and territory have 100% full control over all your civil rights, and there is not a thing any of you can do about it except for elect a federal party, which is the CCP, Canadian Constitutionalist Party. We will fire the Governor General, all Lieutenant Governors, appoint our own sworn to you, the people, and those Lieutenant Governors of every province and the Governor General will not ascend a single act or bill in any province or in the federal government, meaning we've reduced all MPs to nothing, all MLAs to nothing, and the only job they will be allowed to do is give you all, we the people, constitutionalism by the best experts in the world that I continue to grow. I only get stronger every day, everybody. I only get stronger every day. The world is opened up to me. The truth is opened up to me. I give it all to you. I don't ask for nothing. It's all for you. It's for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren. That's the future, the legacy I want to leave. That's all I care about. That's what I'm doing here in Canada. And I will get Canada done. I will get it solved. And the longer the politicians fart around, the more autocratic bills they ascend, the more the world learns of what Canadian politicians are doing, the worse it's going to be for Justin Trudeau, Aaron O'Toole, Jagmeet Singh, and every premier of every province and territory. That's reality. And opposition parties, you can go with that too. You will, and you can block me, you can deny me, you can... Governments in power use the institutions in Canada, the academic institutions, to block me, but you're going to be the big losers. That's reality. The world is bigger than you. USA's way bigger than you. Russia's way bigger than you. UK's way bigger than you. China's way bigger than you. France is way bigger than you. And they aren't going to tolerate it, and there's nothing you can do to me or anybody else involved in this party, because the truth is the truth. And the more autocratic they go, it's only going to make it that much easier for us to get the job done. So, no, I mean, I don't like being abused the way we're being abused. I don't like what the politicians are doing, but it just adds to the pile of how much accountability they're going to face on the world stage. And when Canada gets to be an uglier and uglier country, the people are suffering more and more, there will come an end. There will come an end, and it's coming sooner than later. Queen Elizabeth, everybody, is 95 years old. Her husband just recently passed away, 99 years old. She isn't going to continue this, and I don't think, honestly, everybody, UK is not going to continue in this fashion. They're not. Not as a world leader, not after Brexit. They are embarrassed by this. This is supposed to be in their past, not front and center, living currently in a disgusting, perverted country called Canada, who operates as a rogue regime, who uses the UK as a whipping boy. They've turned it around. Our filthy politicians have turned it around on the UK. Maybe they deserve that a little bit. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. Maybe France deserves this. I don't know, for all their atrocities. But at some point, we got to shut it down, move on, and move into today's modern age, which is we the people. That's it. And I'm not going to rest until it's done. And you guys shouldn't be too fearful or too focused. I mean, it's good to talk about all this stuff, be fearful of it, but don't become a weapon of the establishment, which is conservative, NDP, liberal. We can go on and on, Maverick. It's going to go on to the Bloc. It's going to go on to Green Party. They're all garbage, everybody. They're all in this crown colonial system, whether they like it or not, whether they know it or not, whether they've run in majority. Most have not. But those who've held the crown, who've been in that position, know absolutely. Liberals and conservatives don't get a pass on this. And it's you, the people, who have to wake up, because it's about all of you. We can unite everybody and shut all the baloney down, and honestly strengthen every single one of you to a wealth not known for the people of Canada and the First Peoples of Canada ever in the history of Canada. Take it away from the multinationals and give you, for once in your lifetimes, full sovereignty and a full country. Not a little small portion of a country in a vast landmass, and allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry from all over the world to exploit the living hell out of all of you. That's what's going on. The only people getting rich around here are the filthy, corrupt politicians. Now, there are talented second-class citizens in Canada who have ascended through this corrupt system, but even now they're experiencing the highs and lows and the abuse. They know something's wrong, and as time goes on, only more and more people are going to gravitate to this, because the world's already gravitating to it. This is what you all need to understand. It's not about me. It's never going to be about me. It's going to be about all of you. And everything I share with you is true, 100% verifiable and true. And it is going to come ahead. You're all going to learn the absolute truth. Be happy in that respect. Don't be happy with what's happening now. But it's been going on for over 150 years registered. Even longer than that in the colonialism of the time. It's been awful in Canada. And I think if you all search your souls, you know it's true. The politicians are going to lose this. That's reality. The world has woken up. They're awake. UK is definitely awake, which for me means more than anything, because UK was my biggest fear, that they had officially embraced this and they know and they want it to continue. But it seems even a guy like me, on a little scale, just a couple simple little tweaks in an academic world can spread like wildfire and light up light bulbs of people with way more powerful minds than myself. But at least we did that. We did that, everybody. And it's going to mean change. It's going to mean change for the better. Your politicians are fighting it tooth and nail. They're passing laws to abuse you even more and more, and I know. But it's not over. It can be changed in a snap of a finger in a minority federal government election. Literally, one ascension period of Parliament, I could end all of this and restore Canadians to a once and for all true we the people, and give you command over this country to set rules of governance. Force the politicians, every single one. And there's nothing they can do about it. We're using their broken, illegal crown system to destroy it once and for all. That's what terrifies them the most. And the more of you that learn this truth, share this truth, and realize it can be fixed in the snap of a finger in a minority government. We can end all the corruption. It's that easy. Really that easy, that simple. That's what I do. I build political vehicles that really can get the job done. And this time, it's going to get the job done for all of Canada, all Canadians and all First Peoples. And there's nothing the corrupt crown of all, and not just politicians, but those who embraced it, whether they were First Peoples or other Canadians in other organizations. We can end it all. It's that easy, literally that easy. And people say, oh, but something could happen to you. It's already there. There's nothing that can happen to me. Even if they got rid of me, that would actually martyr it and make it worse on them. And I think they know that, and they're very chicken shit. This isn't the P5 with the power of execution, which a lot of you are learning. I told you about France. I told you about all the presidents. That's their power. That's the P5. They order executions. They order all trade embargoes, sanctions, military interventions. Quit with the blue helmets. It's the P5. 007, call it what you want, even though that's mythical. It's based on the reality of the P5. UK has that power too. All of them do. The world voted for that. 1945. We all did. Our countries did. It's cemented, binded in law. Those 5 countries have 68% of the world's military might and almost all entirely of the proliferated nuclear arms. That's reality. Russia and USA alone command this earth by a large, large margin. There's nothing anybody can do about it. So why fight it if you can't? And it's not so bad. When you read what they've bound in law, it's actually really good. Nothing like this corrupt Canada. And it's time they know about it, and they do. They're learning. They're learning. There's powerful minds looking at this in all aisles. Our politicians are caught pants down. That's reality. And like I said, we can fix it ourselves. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, nothing blowing up a system, because we wouldn't be doing that. We would just be ending the autocracy, ending the ability of all MPs, all MLAs from every aisle in a minority government from doing any legislative work, which is their job, until they give you all constitutionalism by the world's best experts in the entire world, in every major community across Canada, until you all have cemented legal constitutions provincially, where 2/3 of your rights are, and you set the rules of governance of the provinces and territories, and then we absolutely dismember the federal system, the Constitution, until you set the rules of how things work. With the best minds, will give you every nation in the world, what they did, what problems they had historically, all your ideas presented, and you get to see how those ideas have rolled out in the world before. And then you'll know, and then you all get to vote on it after you, the people, created it. Not a handful, not a few, every Canadian over the age of 18. That's reality. All First Peoples will get self-government, self-determination, and the claims settled. And they will make their constitution with the world's best experts. It will be done in every minority language across all Canada. Every single one. That's what we're doing. We're almost there. Like I said, time goes on. I only get stronger in what I'm doing. This party will only get stronger. I'm not really worried about it. I want to take the time to have the strong foundations. It's not even about me, but it is about someone who won't be corrupted by the system. And you can Google me in the province of Alberta. I most definitely was not corrupted by the political system. There's quite a few people I know who have not being corrupted by politics, but the vast majority are. That's the truth. And if you search your souls, you'll know it's true. This is my last video today. Share. Time to go get my laundry and do some grocery shopping. Bye now.